I shared a link on the chat box. Can you see it? Or not?
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. So we're going to answer these common questions and the link. Okay? I'm going to give you some minutes, or you want to try with me? You want to try with me?
Okay. Okay, it's okay.
Or you want to do it by yourself? Let me know.
We can try with you.
That's great. Okay, let me share the screen. And let's begin. There are just 5 questions, but we can understand the questions, of course. Let's go here. Please, Denise, read quickly.
What part?
Yes, the first one.
The customer you're speaking with needs help solving a relatively common problem with his computer printer. Early on in a conversation, you realize he's not at home and can provide a model number and other information you normally need to process these requests. How do you proceed with the call once you discover this information?
This information. So you have here 4 options. Which one would you say, Denise? Or what would you do? How do you proceed with the call? Mhm. What is direct? Direct.
Establish a time.
Establish a time. Yes, that's a good one. One more. One more is missing.
Another?
Yes, there are 2 answers.
Yes, your that's one?
That's perfect, Denise. You passed the first question. That's great. Jimmy, you please read the first one.
An early customer call with a problem finding some product information on your company's website. He is nice enough, just frustrated and hopeless because he can't find what he needs. And the information he's looking for is too long and complicated to share over the phone. What are the best next steps?
Yes.
Checking can find the product information he's looking for the product information section of the website. Advise him to go to the product information section of the website and fill out all the available details. Are you it offline? No. Help with helping navigate the website to find information he's looking for. Offer to find the information he needs to send him directly. Help me navigate the website to find the information he's looking for.
Okay, that's great. There is another one. There is another answer too.
The first, tell him he can find the product information he's looking for.
Okay, let me check. Okay, no. Offer to find information. No, the first one is not.
To find information.
Is that
the last one?
The last one, of course, the last one. Okay, Denise, please read this one. It's kind of interesting.
As part of your customer service work for Quick Pizza, and you monitor the restaurant's social media accounts to make sure that customers have positive experience with the restaurant. When you come into work one morning, you see the following public post from the night before, which already has 138 likes.
Look at this, read.
Quick Pizza Fire ordered a veggie pizza delivered late last night, but you put pepperoni on top. It came after you closed, so I took the meat off, gave it to my dog, and ate the rest. My choice to eat it so I don't eat a refund. I just thought you should know that I be liked, but my dog be liked.
Mm-hmm. So you are the social media account monitor. So what would you answer?
Um, so that the second.
Incorrect, because imagine that you have your website. You never say write in the comments your address, your number. You cannot do that. You will be hired if you work as a customer service. Fired. You will be fired. You will not be hired.
The first one.
The first one, but there is another answer. Another answer is possible. You have 1 minute. Do you understand this part when I say I be like, but my dog be like? You know? I be like is like estoy como and a sad face. And then you have my dog be like, the dog is super happy because the dog ate the meat.
The pepperoni. Okay.
The meat because she ate.
The last. The last one.
And the last one, I don't think so. What about this one? The number.
Yes.
Yes, this is the best option. If you don't want to be fired. Yes, Jimmy, you okay? You have question number 4. Oof, questions are every. Continue.
Girl representative named Jim. Named Jim for an online shoe store. You start a live support chat with Amy. She's a customer who wants to exchange shoes that don't fit for the same shoes in another size. You greet the customer with your name and let her know that you will take care of her return immediately. Then you offer to find the shoes in a better size for her. She replies, "No offense, Jim, but I'd rather talk to a woman about women's shoes." What's our appropriate response?
So, what would you do, Jimmy? If some imagine that you're working like a salesperson, and I am a girl, and Denise comes to your store and say, "Well, no offense, Jim. I don't want to talk to you. I want to talk to someone else, especially a girl." What would you say?
Yes, you can do that by closing.
Closing the chat.
Closing the chat and starting to another one. If you don't reach a woman, keep trying to ensure you will. Yes, I will transfer you, but since call center typically assigns fake names, and we work from home, my I transfer it to your mom. Maybe you can help. I understand. I will transfer you, and I will transfer you since I don't know how long it will be until a woman is available. Can I? Let's get your performance started while you wait. I understand your thinking, and I really hope you can give me a chance to try it and prove that men can provide excellent help with the women's shoes. If I transfer you, I don't know if you get a woman. So before we do that, I can assure you that an expert returns and no tissue. Okay. The number 4 and the number probably the number 3.
Okay, number 3, it's okay. Number 4, I don't think so. The answer is number 5.
5. Okay. Yeah.
Yes, and then is the last question. Please read. The time is
For a
up.
customer support agent for a music equipment company, you receive an email from Fatima about a violin she bought last week for her son. Oh my case. She said that string broke while he was playing in his school holiday concert and he was embarrassed to tears. So ask what you can do to make it up to him.
Yes.
What's an appropriate apology? Sorry. Mm, mm, with
Okay, the appropriate apology.
a second.
Sorry, I don't think so because you are working at the company. Say sorry. We really feel awful that your son comes from so badly. As a mom, this is this.
Three.
Yes, three. And what is for example, you're the customer. What would you like the company do for you? Which one?
The number one.
Mm,
Or maybe the last one. Reimburse.
reimburse. That's great. Reimburse means, for example, imagine that you buy something and the product is a faulty product. Faulty product, producto defectuoso, faulty. And it is a faulty product, so.
But it not was about a faulty product. It was a error from the customer.
It no, was there for the customer.
Because it's usually to the string broke down.
Yeah, but the problem is that they sell a faulty product because it's not common that when you buy a violin and someone is playing, the violin stop working. You see what I'm saying? Because one of the strings broke. You see?
When a customer is a beginner, is if it's
It could be.
happens a lot.
Yeah, it could be. It could be, but a reimburse is not just for a faulty product. Imagine that you sell products and the product like it could like act out, fallar, act out. The product can act out. The product can be a faulty product. So when you call the customer service agent, they say, okay, we can reimburse. Reimburse means, okay, you send us the product, we check, we pay, and we get back the product to you. Or if you don't want, you can get the product to a different like company. They fix the product, but we pay. You don't have to pay. You see? This is reimburse. Reimburse significa de que you buy a product. The product can be a failure, a faulty product, or the product can act out. Can act, se malogra, no funciona, deja de funcionar, act out. Si el producto pasa cualquiera de los dos, tú llamas a customer service. Porque tienes tú, ¿cómo se llama eso?
Guarantee.
Guarantee. ¿Tienes la garantía o no? Porque mira, ¿cuándo la compró? Last week. ¿Ok? Entonces, envíanos o llévalo a alguien que lo repare. Nosotros pagamos. ¿Ok? So, this is for you, Denise and Jimmy, but para ninguno. So, han pasado su primer examen en la vida real. Did you know that? Did you understand? Do you have some questions? Este test dome es una de las herramientas, is one of the tools that Americans use to hire people. Okay? So I have a question, Denise and Jimmy. I think you have your own businesses, right? Or not?
You have a business?
Denise, you? Yes. What do you sell, Denise? A service or a product?
A service.
A service. Can you describe your service? What do you do?
Okay.
Denise?
Can you repeat, please?
Could you describe your service? What do you do?
I have to explain the service that I do.
Yes, for example, my services, I teach English, I prepare students for international exams, or I sell candies, I sell clothes for babies, I sell whatever. Yes.
I heal teeth.
Okay, you heal teeth, right? Yes, it could be. This is a
I make
service.
oral rehabilitation.
That's better. That's better. Jimmy, what about you?
I am nutritionist and I do how do you say consejería.
Consejería. You work as an advisor.
Okay,
Advisor.
I work as an advisor,
Uh-huh. For
nutritional advisor.
a professional advisor. Okay, guys, my question is for you, what is customer service? Imagine that you have clients and I say, hey, Jimmy, I have a problem. Could you help me, please? So, what is customer service for you, Jimmy?
For example, when the customer needs to assistant about the process of the uses of, for example, about the prescription.
The
Needs to
prescription?
explain. Yes. For example, they need to explain the prescription. No, how they need to do. No,
Okay.
for about the nutritional prescription.
Of course.
About the checking, the checking or controls in the time. No,
Mhm.
maybe they need help with the schedule, or maybe need to physical advice for the meals, for example. No? This is, I think, this is a customer service.
Of course, yeah. But when I say customer service, could be, for example, if I say, "Hey, Jimmy, how much is it, or how much money do I have to pay for the service?" What would you say?
Okay, for example, I say this is a pack, no, a different packs from
Mhm.
service. No,
Of course.
the first one about the basic and the premium, for example, no,
Uh-huh.
and the biggest size of the service.
Of course. Imagine that I want to make a complaint. Hey, Jimmy, well, this product or this package, call it whatever, this service or this category is not working for me. What do you do?
Maybe I try to ask some information about what is the real needs
The real need, of course.
from customer, and I try to fit the service, no, for them. Mhm.
Okay, that's cool. That's cool. That's cool. Yes, in English we have the customer service is like the process when we discuss, when we share ideas with the client. You see, and you pass this test. You pass this test, so you can work as a customer service, of course, because this is five of the most difficult questions. Five of the most difficult questions in an interview. Well, let's continue. Well, I was explaining this, Denise, and we were discussing about lingua marina. Have you heard about this girl? No.
Lingua
Well,
marina.
yes, this girl, because Denise told me that she watched a video about this girl. What about you, Jimmy? Do you know her?
No.
Well, I was watching her videos and I found mistakes too. So never trust in information that you find online unless you check it out later. You see?
Yes.
Unless you check it out later. For example, listen to this video. Of course, she speaks very fluent and correctly. Listen.
And you can also use it when you talk to someone over the phone. Long time, no speak.
Do you remember that expression, Denise? Long time no speak? Do you remember? What does
No.
it mean? No? Of course. Long time no speak, it doesn't exist, to be honest.
And you can also use use it when you talk to someone over the phone. Long time, no speak.
Long time no speak. It's not correct to say long time no speak. Okay?
Yeah.
But it's correct to say long time no see. Long time no see. This is a very common expression. Listen. Listen.
Long time no see. Long time no see. Long time no see. Long time.
Again.
Long time no see you, brother. Long time no see you, brother. Long time no see you, brother. Long time.
That's one.
Okay, but maybe she tried to explain about when you receive fake calls, no? And maybe sometimes call for you and they never talk about anything.
No, because the expression long time no speak, it doesn't exist. It's not an expression. The expression is long time no see. Means that, for example, imagine that we stop having classes and then I will so like in 10 years and then I say, wow, Jimmy, long time no see. You see? Hace tiempo que no hablamos, que no te veo. Long time no see. The expression is not long time no speak.
Long time no see, indeed.
Indeed, long time no see. In effect,
Long time no see.
there's one.
No see.
Long time no see. There's one.
Long time no see.
Long time no see.
Long time.
If you haven't seen someone for a long time, you can say haven't seen you in a long time. Okay, Jimmy? Okay, Denise? You agree?
Yeah.
Now, remember this expression because we will discuss. But people usually say long time no see. It sounds strange if you think about the grammar. You like long time no see. Where's the subject? Remember the previous class, ellipsis? When you omit which one? Function? Function words. Like, for example, do you play soccer? Would be play soccer because you omit do and you function words. And we do not say this. Look at this.
Happy 16 years old. Happy 18 years old.
What is the problem here, Jimmy and Denise? What is the problem? Happy 18 years old.
18th.
18th. Don't forget to put your tongue between your teeth because you say in Spanish, feliz 18º.
Happy.
Of course. O feliz cumpleaños número 18. But we never say the number. Of course, you got it, Jimmy and Denise. Sure. Of course. Like, look at this.
Happy 18th birthday, son.
Happy 18th. 18th.
Happy.
So what do you say? I know that people in English, they say just happy birthday. They do not include another expression because I know that it seems basic and boring, but this is what we say in English. Okay, no, happy wonderful birthday. Well, nobody says that. They say happy birthday. Super simple, like this.
Happy birthday. Happy birthday.
Of
Happy
course,
birthday.
another one.
Happy birthday. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday. So there's nothing wrong having an accent, but if you mispronounce, do you remember that we were discussing about vowel sounds when we say bote? How do we say bote when you say Jimmy?
Boat.
Yeah, embarcación, bote. Start with an S. Ship, like ship, ship, ship. But how do we say oveja?
Sheep.
Sheep, ship, sheep, ship, sheep. Of course. So now watch this video.
We're in the kitchen today, and we're going to go through different objects like space wrap.
What did she say? Listen again.
We're in the kitchen today, and we're going to go through different objects like space wrap.
A space rack.
We're in the
A space rack. So what pops or what is spring to your mind? What pops into your head? What is spring to your mind? Jimmy, what is spring to your mind when you hear the word space rack?
About the space.
Of course. So now imagine talking to an American For example, you say, well, I went to the store yesterday and I got a space rock. So a space rock, totally different. The word would be he or she, well, the native speaker, will have no idea what you're talking about. So it's a problem. Do you remember when we mispronounce S's con sábana? ¿Se acuerdan? Sheet, shit. So we say like space. So what is how do we say it? We say a spice. So this is the spice rock. Spice.
Ice rock.
It's not a space. And now look at the video again. Watch the video again and look at this part. It's a spice rack.
We're in the kitchen today, and we're gonna go through different objects like space wrap.
You see? Is that a space or a spice?
Ice rock.
A spice rack.
Like spiders.
Yes. Let's continue. Now, watch this one.
The next word that we love to use is the word many. I have many problems, I have many shoes, I have many friends. We say it all the time. Great alternatives are handful. I have handful of friends.
Handful, of course. I explained many, but I've never explained handful. Let's do it. So a handful is a noun that you can count. So a handful is countable because you can count. Okay? So handful means a small amount. It's not many. You see? A handful. For example, I have a handful of friends. I have a handful of friends. It's pretty similar or it's the same. I have a few friends. No es lo mismo decir tengo muchos amigos a decir tengo pocos amigos. Handful. A handful of friends. Did you understand, Denise? Sure? You got it?
Yes.
Yeah, that's great. So, for example, Jimmy, please read this example.
I invited a lot of people to the party, but only a handful of friends showed up.
Showed up. Okay, only a handful of them. And remember,
And after all the outrage, when I'm ready, I'll go out on the water with a handful of pills and a pocket full of stones.
a handful of peel, a handful. But remember that handful also.
You just need to say un puñado de.
That's right, a handful of something. Un puñado de. This is the third meaning, a handful. Because the second is a child or a pet that is difficult to control. For example, the puppy barks all day, so the puppy is a handful. Or the baby cries a lot, so the baby is a handful. Is a handful. Watch this video. Look at this.
It's tiring and he's a handful, but he's also super cute and really fun.
You see?
Tiring and he's a handful, but he's also super cute and really fun.
She's talking about the dog, right? He is a handful. He is super cute. A handful. Of course, that in American English, we can say like he is a pain where in the. Do you remember?
Neck.
And the neck. And the neck. More informal. He is a pain in the ass. Of course, when someone is really annoying. Now,
Tiring.
watch this.
She's a bit of a handful today. She's been crying a lot on the boat.
Well, this baby is a handful, of course. Listen again. I want you to tell me what she's saying.
She's a bit of a handful today.
Did you understand what she's saying?
What does that mean?
She's a bit of a handful.
A handful. Cuando alguien es un handful,
If you have handfuls, no?
a bit of,
Problema. Problem.
a bit of a handful. Ella pronunció a bit of a handful. Si no, a bit. Ok, cuando tú eres un a handful, eres cargoso, molestoso, que te trae problemas. Por ejemplo, un perrito. So, if you have a dog and the dog pees everywhere in your house, well, the dog is a handful. If you have a baby and the baby cries a lot, you need to change diapers like every hour, so that baby is a handful. But just for pets and for babies, of course.
Without the?
Without the.
Foot?
No, with the D, handful,
Okay.
with the D. So she's saying she is a bit of a handful. But listen, focus.
She's a bit of a handful today.
She's a bit of a handful today. One more time.
She's a bit of a handful today. She's been crying a lot on the boat.
So this baby is a handful. You get it? And I want you to notice. Tell
I
me.
hear in Spanish a word es una puñetera.
Es una I've never heard that word before, but let me
From Spanish people say qué puñetero eres. Es como how do you say cuando algo te fastidia.
and
Qué puñetero.
yeah, but just we use that expression for babies and for pets, or we can use that expression for like other people. It's general.
If something awful, maybe you say in Spanish.
Okay.
From Spain?
Yes,
I say.
but remember, this expression when you are a handful is just for babies and for pets.
Okay.
Well, you can also like hear this expression when you are or when you refers to a hen or a rooster in the morning, because you're sleeping and then you have the rooster, and the rooster is a handful, of course. And this is what you said, Jimmy. The handful, puñado, a handful of coins, a handful of rocks, a handful of rice. You see? So you can say,
Yeah.
I have a handful of you see? Como digo, tengo muy pocos puñados de arroz. ¿Cómo dirían eso?
Handful of rice.
I have I have a handful of
Rice.
eso es, tengo un puñado de arroz. Como digo, yo tengo pocos puñados de arroz.
I have a tira.
Handful of rice.
No. Recuerden que, no, digo, I have a handful. Ahí dice, tengo pocos. I have a handful. Tengo pocos y acá tengo que poner el algo, ¿cierto? Ahora digo puñados. Recuerda que handful es contable. So, handfuls of right. I have a I'm sorry, made a mistake here.
It's not redundant.
Yeah, but just for practicing. I have a handful of rice. Tengo muy pocos puñados de arroz. Okay, so remember, guys, we never say handful when it means many. Okay, this is a common misconception. Did you understand? You to speak as much as you can and as fast as you can in a normal speech. If you can use rhythm and stress, please do it. Okay? Yes. Who wants to start? Who wants to be the first one?
Denise?
Denise, are you there?
Yes, I hear, but we only have 1 minute.
Oh, click on again and we continue. Click on again on the link and we continue. You start, okay, Denise?
Okay.
Okay, click again on the link. Dun, dun. Yes, I'm back. Okay, we have to wait for Denise. Well, we can start, I think, because this is not here. Is she here?
I can wait. No problem.
Okay, no problem. No BG. You say no BG instead of saying no problem. No BG is pretty common. Okay, Denise, are you there? Yes. 3,
Yes.
3, 2. Yes. Well, Denise, I have a question. What time do you usually get up?
What time?
Yeah, what time do you usually get up?
I usually get up at 7. 7:30.
7:30 a.m. in the morning.
Yes, because I have to get up early. For my son have to go to school at
Okay.
8, so I have to prepare the breakfast.
Of course. Of course.
I have to
Yes.
change my baby and prepare all the things that he has because he can handful.
He's a
He don't
handful.
want to get up. He don't want
Of course. Yeah. I
to
understand.
study in the morning.
Okay. So you can you can include, well, your speech was great. The speech was very fluent. My piece of advice for you for the next question, include adverbs like, well, I have to prepare quickly. I have to prepare breakfast quickly, or well, you include adverbs, of course.
Okay,
That's
got it.
it, and that's it. Okay, next question. This is for Jimmy. Jimmy, what do you prefer to do? Play soccer or basketball?
I prefer basketball.
Why
I
basketball?
rather basketball because it's more fun, no, with and to play with a friend because in soccer everybody fight and basketball no.
I don't think so. I don't think so. To be honest, I play basketball and soccer, and when I play soccer and basketball, I have a fight in every match. Yes. So that's not true. That's not true. Interesting. Interesting. Yes. Remember that we can say funnier because funny, funnier than. Okay. Yes. Okay. That's so cool. Denise, next question. And tell us about the last time you went at a park.
The last time that I went to the park,
Tell us the
uh,
last time that you went at a park. Like, went at the park. Went at the park. Went at the park. Yeah.
the park, I don't know, 2 months ago, I think, because here is a little dangerous. Nowadays, I have so fears going out with my child.
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes there are people who are stealing.
Muggers. Muggers, right?
Yeah, buggers.
No, no, no. Muggers. Let me write it.
Muggers.
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 Muggers, like,
Carteristas.
of course, cogoteros, carteristas, asaltantes al paso. Muggers.
Okay.
Okay.
Muggers.
Sometimes you can find many muggers or a handful of muggers.
No, a handful of muggers. I've never seen those muggers, but my husband is always telling me about that. So he's worried about us. So I usually go there to the park.
Okay. He is sometimes concerned. He is
He's
worried.
concerned.
He is preocupado. Yes. He is concerned. He's worried. Well, yeah.
Our safety.
Yeah. Your safety. Yeah, that's true. Thank you, Denise. Piece of advice here. No, this was perfect. Next. Well, Jimmy, tell me something that you did last week that was interesting for you.
Okay, I went to the park Sunday, for example.
You went to the
To
park
play,
on Sunday. On Sunday.
on Sunday, yes,
Yeah.
to play. How do you say fronton?
Fronton is to say, you say padlet or fronton.
Ah,
Padlet or
Parlet.
fronton. Yeah.
Play Parlet. Yes, in at Los Olivos in the morning.
In Los Olivos.
In Los Olivos.
Okay, in Los Olivos. Okay. You had a great time there. I think so.
Yeah.
Well, I hope so. I hope so. Okay. Next question. Well, Denise, when was the last time? When was the last time that you what's the question? Went out with friends? Do you remember?
Before I got married.
Before you get married, why? You haven't seen your friends for a long time. Why?
Wow.
Yeah,
Eh?
because I um when I got married, I stay here all the time in
Ah,
Cañete.
okay,
My friends
okay,
are from Lima, so I I can see them.
okay.
So it's difficult when you have when you have a baby. It's not the same that in the past that you used to do with your friends. You used to hang out, go to karaoke, or talking atmosphere. You
Yes,
don't have time for those things. You only have to take care of your family.
of course. So you told me that when getting married, right? When getting married,
Uh,
you couldn't go out with your friends because and then drop because and drop day because. So again, when getting married, I couldn't go out with my friends,
hang out with my friends.
hang out with my friends.
So
We're
I
living in Lima. Listen again. Listen again. Let me share the screen here. The
we're
previous
living
question.
at Lima.
Now, like when I got married, comma, I couldn't go out with my friends, right? This is what you told me. Because they live in Lima and you live in Cañete, right?
Yes.
Yes. So now focus on this part. Do you remember that when we have the time close and in a dependent clause, like when I got married and then I couldn't go out with my friends, uh, you have the same subject, right?
Okay.
So you drop this
When
one.
getting
When Gary, okay, you change this part. Let me do this. Like when getting married, I couldn't go out with my friends, right? And do you remember the reduce of cause effect clauses? The cause effect. So because they live in Lima, you see, because they live in Lima, this they refers to the friends, right? So you say when getting married. Well, when getting married, I couldn't go out with with my friends, and then you say living in Lima. So it means that because they live in Lima. I understood this. Did you?
okay.
Or you can change the order and that will make more sense for you. Like when getting married, since my friends, when getting married, living in Lima, I couldn't go out with my friends. You see? When getting married, living in Lima, I couldn't go out with my friends. It refers to the same subject. That was great. Try including this grammar in your speech because that will make you sound more confident and I understand everything.
Okay.
Tell me, what is your question?
No, sorry.
Yes,
I
don't
got
worry.
confused with the Chinese.
Because you are learning two more languages, right? This is difficult.
Chinese, I remember
All the
that I
grammar.
learned in the past.
Yeah, but it doesn't affect your pronunciation. I think I would say that you improve some sounds. Next,
Really?
yeah, I think so. Well, what do you know? You first say a Melbourne. No, okay, Jim, I have a question. When was the last time that you cooked for someone else?
Look for someone else.
Cooked. When you cook for someone else, maybe do you remember, or you don't like cooking?
Cooking for someone else.
Yes.
Yeah, to my family. For example, the last week
So let's
I cooked some dish. It was a lomo saltado. And yeah,
Did you cook it or did you prepare it?
what is the difference?
The difference, for example, when you prepare something, it means that you do it by yourself.
Yeah,
I
and
mean,
cook.
and cook is pretty similar, but sometimes people say, I make a meal. I make. The difference here is that prepare and cook, they are pretty similar. They are pretty similar. But cook is just when you make the food edible. Prepare, cocinar, and cook, hacer algo comestible. It's the same, it's the same. But with make, you can buy something done. You see? For example, I wanna eat arroz
Okay,
con
okay. No, no,
frijoles,
no, no.
and then
It's
I
okay.
go,
I prepare. I
yes.
prepare.
You prepared. That's great. You prepared. Maybe, are you a cook?
Yeah.
Oh, that's
Always.
great. That's great. Next, Denise, you. When was the last time that you went to a zoo? Do you like the zoos?
The zoo. Yeah, I went to the zoo around 1 month ago,
1 month
maybe.
ago. Okay.
Yeah.
And did you like it? Did you enjoy it?
Yes, of course. I went to my sister and my mother, and it was around 2 years ago that I don't went to this place
Okay, you didn't come back. You didn't come back. Come back, regresar. Okay. In this case, you can use since
until now.
I haven't came back. Okay, I
I
haven't come
haven't
back.
been
Sorry, I
back
haven't come back.
until this
Yes,
year.
until that year. Okay, that's great. Thank you, Jimmy. No, no, no. You say I went with. You never say I went to my sister. You say someone else, but I went with.
Okay,
Yes.
with
So, Denise, you have a question. A memorable experience with your family. Do you have a memorable?
The, the first idea that comes into my childhood.
Tell me.
Memorable thing. The first idea that pops into my head is when I went to Brazil
Oh,
with my family. We went to a zoo there, and we could see a polar bear.
you saw a
That was
polar bear in Brazil?
yeah, yeah.
How is that possible? Was the polar bear alive?
It's well, like the picture, the video that you see National Geographic,
Okay.
like black or like gray, gray. It looks gray for me.
Okay.
It was a small one, not a bigger,
It
because
was a small one.
the zoo is small than it's not
It is not as big as a traditional zoo. It's not as big as.
it's not as big as the zoo here, but the price is higher.
It's higher than here.
Yeah,
Holy cow.
100, one person.
100. Oh, Jesus. Oh, interesting.
Only to see the polar bear. What I think is for that. Yeah, because they are like a big refrigerator, I think, the place, and that the polar bear is inside.
Yeah, there is like a refrigerator, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, of course. So yeah, it's
And
expensive.
Brazil is too hot.
In Brazil, it's really, really hot. Yes.
Yes.
Oh, thank you. This is a memorable. Definitely. Definitely. Next, you. And what do you do before this class, Jimmy? What do you do before this class?
Yeah, I just work. No, I just doing my presentation for tomorrow because I have a meeting reunion with some colleagues about occupational risks.
Oh, interesting. I can recall what page or what program do you use for your presentations?
Because I need to
Emphasize?
emphasize, no,
Yeah.
empatizar. ¿Cómo digo?
Empathy.
I
What?
need to
Empatizar. Sympathy. Yes, of course. That is the verb.
I need to sympathy with this kind of professionals, health professionals in occupational environment,
Mm-hmm.
because we need to develop a platform from occupational risks. We need to discover the main problems and issues that they need to solve about how they manage the data.
The data,
Mm,
of course.
yes.
Oh, I understand.
Tomorrow I need to do the reunion about to explore some questions, some problems, and make some possible solutions.
Yes,
Mhm.
you could use the word bring forward. Do you remember?
Forwards,
Yes,
Asia.
let me share the Google. Where is Zoom? Zoom is here. Yes, here. We
Adelantar.
no, put forward.
Put forwards. Forward es hacia adelante.
Uh, ofrecer, put forward, sugerir,
Put
put
forward. Okay, okay.
forward, put forward. Bring forward is what Denise said before. This is put forward. Sugerir ideas, like put forward a proposal. This is another
Uh-huh.
word. Then another, can you repeat some of the word that you mentioned before? You need to,
Mm,
you need to like draw a conclusion, maybe draw a conclusion.
draw a conclusion.
Llegar a una conclusión or reach an agreement. I don't know if it's
Uh-huh.
reach an agreement. Lograr que todos estén de acuerdo. You reach an agreement. Or maybe to make comparison. Hacer comparaciones. Make a comparison. Or draw a comparison because it's a more formal word. You see?
How do you say taller? Como taller.
Taller, it depends. Taller could be workshop, but in a workshop you can teach something. When you teach something, it's a workshop. When you teach, for example,
Workshop.
crafting,
Okay.
crafting, you are teaching. It's a workshop, of course.
Okay. This is no. We have two objectives. A workshop about the method design thinking and at the same time asking some important questions.
Like a forum,
Like a forum.
like a forum. Yes, when you ask question, of course. Oh, that's great. Interesting. Thank you. Remember, draw a conclusion, make a comparison, reach an agreement, put forward an idea, put forward a proposal. Okay. Next, Denise, where is the question for Denise? Hey, Denise, when was the last time that you went at the cinema? And what did you watch? Are you there?
I don't remember.
You don't. You have no memory. You have no
I have
memory.
no memory
Oh,
of that, but I think 2 months ago, 3 months ago,
okay.
when my baby sleep early, I we could go to the cinema after 3 years after the pandemic.
After the
Uh,
pandemic.
We were worried about to go to the cinema because it's a close place
Is
that
a
you can,
closed, yes, a closed place. Yes.
you can get sick of the coronavirus.
You could
So
get infected. You could get infected, right?
you can get infected. So
Yes, that's
we
true.
decided not to go there, but now it seems to be safer than before.
But I don't think so.
So no,
Because yes, there's the fifth wave on the last week next month. I was reading about that. Yes.
well,
But I don't think so, right? Did you get
I, I want
the fourth
I want to
shot?
believe that we are in a better condition in this year.
Well, I hope so. I hope so. I hope so. And did you celebrate Halloween with your kid?
I don't celebrate Halloween. I don't believe in those such nonsense things.
Okay, you don't believe in that. What about you, Jimmy? Did you celebrate Halloween?
No, because I prefer to stay at home. There are a lot of people out there, and I don't like this kind of parties.
Yes, they usually, how do you say, se van a juerguear in English?
They usually
Start
go
with
out
to the
to
town, the expression is with town. They usually
Downtown.
Paint. Paint the town. What color? What color?
Black.
Red. When
Ah, red.
people paint the town red means that they go juerguear. Of
Ah,
course.
pay the town red. Okay.
Paint the town red. Yeah, the people in at Halloween. I mean that day, they usually paint the town red.
Eat candies. Also, eat candies is not good for kids, for children.
Yeah, but you will have more clients or not. This is good for
Yeah,
you.
for me it's bad, but I don't like candies.
Uh, what about chocolate? Which one is worse? You know this. You have a good comment of this. Which one is worse? Candies or chocolate or candies, chocolate or cookies? Is the
Candies.
worst. I think
Candies.
candies. No, I think cookies. Cookies.
Cookies? No, candies, because it's a pure glucose.
Okay. So okay, candies are the worst, right? The worst edible that we can
My
use
opinion.
in Europe. Okay, that's great. And next question. Dun-dun-dun-dun-dun. Jimmy, you tell me a place that you visited last year.
Ah, last year?
Yeah,
The
last year.
place?
A place that
Well,
you whatever.
only just Lima, because I don't travel
You
last
don't
year.
you didn't travel last year, right?
I didn't travel
Or you
last year.
can say if you didn't travel last year and you don't travel nowadays, you can say I haven't traveled since, and then you can say
Okay, I haven't traveled since 2019.
2019.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, you haven't traveled since 2019.
Yes, and the last time that I traveled, no, that the place that I traveled the last time was Huacho.
Huacho. Okay, do you like
Yeah,
it? Did you enjoy it?
yeah, yes, of course, because I went to with my family, yes, and
And
I eat delicious dishes and walk around the beach.
okay, the streets. You made the same mistake. You say I went to my family. No, I went
I went with
with
my
my family. Okay, don't forget about this. I don't know. I would say that you improve your English, especially Jimmy. And this questions that I were asking, it was. What do you think that is? Do you agree with me? I think that Jimmy improved his answer a lot.
Yes,
Yes,
he
I think
before
so.
he used to use very much
Use the all the time. Yeah.
ah,
Yes, Jimmy, you
he
improve a
knows a
lot.
lot of words than me now.
Mm, yeah, but the reason is because you are learning a different language, so you're forgetting some words, I think, because you are using the same words all the time, Denise. But you are fluent, and this is great.
Yes.
But you are fluent, and you improve your pronunciation, to be honest. Now, for me, it's easy to understand. Sometimes you don't notice, but you use the T flap when I say I went at the park, like I went at the park. You said I went at the park too. Do you remember? Like a few minutes ago, you said it. So that is great.
Don't
That is
remember.
great.
My
And
teacher in Chinese is California, so she speaks English.
and you can
She doesn't
understand.
speak Spanish, so I have to speak English if I don't understand Chinese.
Oh my goodness, this is really difficult. Yeah, well, she is from California. She maybe use this word like a lot, because Californian they use like. In Canadian they say a, and British
But,
they say
but she's
no,
Chinese,
she's
you know,
so
Chinese.
Chinese, but she's living in California.
Well, I thought does she have two accents? I mean,
Accent?
when she speaks in English, does she sound
No,
like a
no,
native
no.
or she sounds like a Chinese?
It's like a flat accent.
Tell me.
A flat accent. It's
A flat
not.
accent. It's not American. It's not Chinese.
No, yeah.
Of course. Oh, thank you. That's great. Denise, you told me that you wanted to learn Canadian English, and I'm sharing a presentation for you to read.
Yeah, because I have a patient who's
And
coming on Saturday. I have to speak with him.
of course, okay. Let me share this. You can learn about this Canadian accent. Oh my goodness, where's the information? I prepared this for you. Canadian. Uh, but remember that Canada is in the north of America, so you have to use the flap T. The rules that I explained, they speak it the same way. The only thing that it changed in Canadian English is the words. La pronunciación la tienes, Denise. La pronunciación no es ningún problema. No me parece. Les envié la diapositiva de hoy. Lo único que va a cambiar son palabras. Ok, Denise, pero la pronunciación es la misma. Canada, pronunciation, amazing. Canada, 1 second. Food in Canada. Canadian pronunciation. Okay.
Dennis, when you will go to Canada?
In Canada, I don't have plan to go there. I have plan to go to Brazil, China, and Spain.
And Spain.
Oh.
But it depends on the price of the ticket, the flight ticket.
Okay. So, what is your goal about to travel to Canada? So,
No, I don't have plan to go there. Only my patient is from Canada. He's coming next week.
Well, I'm sorry, Denise, but